there.
Yeah.
And my friend here, he said, oh, that came together by chance.
Yeah.
Somebody was doing the lawnmower and some paper got shredded, randomly it fell here and it's stuck into this.
Yeah.
Is that more likely, or is it more likely someone wrote it with intelligence?
It depends
Okay.
on how long time it was, because this one here, this is just molecules and atoms, stuff like that, rearranging like randomly. And if you give it enough time, like a million years, then it will write Max theory, because that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's interesting about what you say, by chance,
Yep.
you can have the letters moving around. So X, A, M, A, M, X, and then Max.
Yeah.
That could happen.
That could happen.
However, let's go back to the first cell. The first cell was incredibly complex. Scientists used to think it's a blob of protoplasm. It's very simple. But now we know it's not simple. In every single strand of DNA, there's 3 billion base pairs.
Yeah.
And your DNA has more information than any library in the world.
Yeah.
That information is specified, it's complex. So it's not just the words MAX like a name, it's commands. For example, I'll give you an example. My friend here, we're talking about DNA. We take out
on TV and YouTube.
we take out his DNA. We take out his DNA.
Yeah.
When we take out his DNA,
Yeah.
that strand of information
Yeah.
is so incredible that you could actually store all of the books from the British Library into that strand easily. So what does it show you? Intelligence, right? It's not to do with time, because time will lead to chaos. If you give it 1 billion years, unless someone's tinkering with the process.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something interesting. You know Charles Darwin himself?
Yes.
He came up with the theory of evolution.
Yes.
Did you know that when he published his theory, he still believed in God?
I guess he did. Yeah.
He was a deist.
Yeah.
When he published his theory in 1858 at the Royal Society here in London, he still believed in God.
Yeah.
Later on in his life, he became an agnostic because of the problem of evil.
Yeah.
Right?
I know that.
All right? That's the problem. Okay? However, he said, in my wildest fluctuations, these are his words, I was never an atheist.
No.
So people think evolution explains away God. No. If I was to explain to you how your car works, how it works, you put in petrol, you get combustion, you get electricity, you get windows, that's the how.
Yeah.
It doesn't explain the why.
Yeah.
So evolution, even at best, is a how explanation, not a why explanation.
Yeah, it's a bit like AI. For example, the information that...
Say hi, Max.
Nice, I hear Ali.
Ali,
He's a fan.
Yeah, I've seen you.
I'm your friend. Yeah, it's like AI. And the information that we give to AI gives us different results when we ask them questions. It derives this information in different places. So the credit is not given to the AI, it's given to the people that made it. So the question is, the first cell that was made, it had those properties, even if you go argument's sake, that what we have today, different species and all that kind of stuff. If it all goes back to the first cell, that means the first cell had the properties to bring forth back to life. So therefore, it points. Why? Because, for example, AI.
Yeah.
When you use AI,
Yeah.
do you not say AI is quite intelligent?
Yes. Of
Okay.
course, we created it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you thank the AI or the people that made the AI?
Thank the people who made AI.
Okay, good. So we're saying, instead of thanking the cell, thank the one that made the cell.
Okay. So you think that the cell was created? That's what you think?
No, I think that's what it is.
Oh, okay. That's exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's what we're talking about. Because
Exactly.
I don't think that. I don't think that was created.
then what's your evidence to that? Because you need to tell us why you believe the first cell came out to be. Then we can have a dialogue.
I don't have to tell you. I can.
Of course you do.
No,
Come
no.
on.
I can. What I can tell you is that I'm not sure. I'm not like I don't have any idea of why and how that come. But I
Right.
can tell you that and say that and be comfortable. Like I don't have to know.
You do. You know why?
Yeah? Why?
How do you know you're not in the matrix now? How do you know I exist? How do you know I'm real? How do you know you're real?
I have no idea.
Okay,
You
all
don't know.
Okay, no problem. But look,
You have
there are.
no- no,
Yeah,
you
I
have no
can't. I
idea.
can't.
It's
Do you mind? I don't want to be done for assault. But do you mind?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, are you feeling that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, are you
Yeah.
feeling that?
But
Is that real?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that is real.
I think it's real.
Oh, you think it's real?
My mind thinks it's
So
real.
would you allow somebody to get a gun into your head and say, let's just test if you're real or not?
No,
Would
of course not.
Why not? But why do you say? Why don't you just test it because you're not certain? Why,
Well,
Because you are certain that you will lose your life. And this is what we say when it comes to this issue. When you're crossing the road, you look left and right.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to say, well, maybe it's the Matrix. Maybe if I go, the bus will just go past me like Matrix. You know, dodges bullets.
Yeah.
When it comes to God, this is what I'm trying to understand, Max.
Yeah.
Why is it when it comes to God, rationality and logic goes out the window? But when it comes to you waking up in the morning, you know you're in your house. You know when you go to your fridge, you know where the eggs are. You know everything is rational, everything is logical. If you went to your fridge and saw a bunny rabbit, you'd be, that's bizarre. You would never say, possibility.
But it's rational logic because I put it that way.
No, but if you went to your fridge and opened it and saw a rocket, well, what's a rocket doing in my fridge?
No, I put it there. Somebody put it there.
Good. The logical, rational thing you come to is what?
Okay.
Somebody. You wouldn't say random
Cause and
chances of you would say something must have put it there.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is the following. The first cell, someone must have put it there. Because when you say, I don't know is a cop-out because you don't apply that to your day-to-day life. You came here today. What's the reason you're out today? Are you going to clubbing party?
I'm from Sweden.
You're from Sweden, yeah? So what's the reason you came to London?
To work.
For work.
Yeah.
So you know you came here for a reason. You were certain. You didn't say I'm uncertain for where I'm going. That's our argument.
Okay. So this rocket thing.
Yeah.
So if I would have a fridge, it was closed for a million years, and the molecules for building a rocket actually existed in that fridge.
Yes.
It will be a rocket at one point because that's what chance happens.
Okay, but can I just ask one small point? You know when you're playing snooker or pool,
Yeah, exactly.
when you hit the white ball, it hits the red ball.
Exactly.
Does it go in random directions, or can you tell which directions it's going to go?
But that's not the point. That's not the same thing, right?
No.
It's not the same argument.
I'm asking a different question, which is, is it random or is it non-random?
No, it's because you have a direction. You have a force of momentum in that way, and then you send the ball that way, and it kicks another ball in the same direction.
Sure.
It's about the momentum, right?
Yeah. So if I was to ask you, Max, if you know you're going to hit the ball, you know the velocity, you know the surface friction, you know the atmosphere, you know all of down to the quantum mechanics. Can you predict where all the balls are going to go? If you know everything.
Of course.
Of course, good. So even if evolution is the process by which we were created, it's certainly not random, because randomness doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Why not?
There is no
Because
chance in
because randomness is a term for our ignorance.
Sorry?
Okay. We're playing snooker.
Exactly.
We're playing snooker, and I hit the ball. Ali says it went randomly.
Exactly.
But then I say to Ali, it's not random, because if we knew everything about the parameters, the constraints, we would know where all the balls go.
You know the results.
So everything is determined.
Did you understand? He's saying, look, heads and tails, yeah? The reason there is no chance in science, meaning the following. When the reason we say chance to heads and tails is because we do not know all the factors that determine heads or tails. If we knew the wind, the angle I throw it at, the power that I use, if we knew precisely, we would know exactly the same results every single time.
I agree.
The only reason we call it chance is because we do not know the factors. So he's saying with evolution is the same thing. There is no such thing as chance, because when you know all the factors, it is all determined. That's why there are people who are hard determinists.
Exactly. But
do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So there is no chance.
Exactly. So
It's design.
I don't agree with that.
No, but on what basis?
The basis is that if we would know, so I totally agree with it. If we knew everything, we would know exactly what would happen to the ball, where it would go.
Yes.
I agree with that. But the thing is that, so we would know that if we have all the molecules, if we have these kind of molecules in this room, and then we take it, we like fast forward a million years,
Okay, no problem.
then these molecules will at one point come together.
Okay, but you need to have.
But they're
molecules in the first
predetermined.
place. Look,
Sorry?
the molecules have to be there in the first place.
The molecules
If
have
I have an empty cup,
Exactly.
and we give it billions of years, would I ever get a Ferrari?
Yes, probably.
No,
I've seen
no,
these on
no,
YouTube
you
as well.
wouldn't.
I've seen
No, it's good. It's really live now. You will never get the Ferrari because the components to make a Ferrari is not in the cup.
Exactly,
So
but-
time is irrelevant. Look, time is irrelevant to the equation if the elements to make a Ferrari are not in the cup.
If you have a cup that's completely closed,
Empty, not empty.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about atoms.
Okay,
There is nothing there.
okay.
What's
But-
time got to do with a Ferrari being made when the elements to make it is not there?
But the elements were created in the.
I'm saying there are no elements.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So we will not get a Ferrari.
Yeah, okay.
So then the question is this: who put the elements there for it to make what we have today?
Nobody.
Okay.
Nothing.
So then, nothing. So then it came from nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Max, you're an intelligent guy.
Yeah, I know,
You're
I
a
know.
clever guy.
Okay.
Max. 0 equals 1. zero from nothing.
The thing is with the universe is that we're trying to understand it.
No, I'm asking you a question, rational logic. Can something come from nothing? Like rationally and logically.
Rational, with my human logic,
Yes.
where I was born, like
Yes.
I'm born
Yes.
this,
Yes.
I have the brain that I can
Yeah.
use,
Yeah.
and it's actually
Yeah.
made to function in the
Good.
African savannah and stuff like that. I can't rationally understand that something can come from nothing.
Okay.
I'm asking you,
I agree.
Can it?
It probably can. Obviously, I think it can. But I don't
Max, give me one
understand it.
example of something coming from nothing. One.
The thing is, like, why do we because we build our like idea of how we are living on our earth now, like we build our thoughts
Model,
and
yeah.
everything from our world.
Yes,
you know?
because that's our experience.
Exactly, but why does that have to be true? Or maybe there's another explaining something else.
But the thing is, whatever explains it,
Why
I'm
does it
asking
have to be a god?
No problem. I'm saying, why is there an allergy towards God? Let's say aliens. The point is this: there has to be a prior cause to that.
I don't.
Okay, but can something come from nothing? Simple question. Can 0 equal 1?
I don't know.
So just think about it. Look, nothing is the absence of something.
The thing is that-
how could you get something from nothing?
I don't know. This is the thing. But
Well, you do know when you came out here.
But
That's the double standards that he
No,
did.
but that's what the science. people say,
Can I,
you know?
are you uncertain about everything?
Uncertain about everything.
Because it sounds like you're uncertain about everything. You don't know anything for certain.
At some point, yes, but some points, no.
Okay, so if I was to ask you, are you in doubt that you're thinking?
No, I'm not. I'm not in doubt. But I mean, like, it's a cool philosophy to think that you
Right.
might be like a.
But the whole point of this thought experiment is to show that you can't doubt that you are thinking.
Okay.
You know Descartes' famous idea of
Yeah.
I think, therefore I am.
Yeah, exactly.
You will always go back to some things which are immovable.
Yeah.
They're factual,
Yeah.
and you can't doubt them. For example, you can think I may be in a matrix, but you cannot think I do not exist. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. Something exists rather than nothing. We agree about this. Me and you agree.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you exist,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
and you're thinking.
Yeah.
So clearly, we exist rather than not exist.
Yeah.
Okay. So now there's two options. Either something came from nothing,
Yeah.
or something came from something.
But that something must have come from something.
Okay.
Right.
If we say that something came from something,
Yeah.
and we ask that question again and again
Yeah.
and again and again,
Yeah.
can it go back forever?
It has to. If that's the point that we're making, that something has to be created by something, then that's what we have to do. And that's why I think it's not true, because something needs to be like the beginning, and I think that's the universe.
Okay.
Right?
Interesting.
I don't think that's a God.
Okay, you made a brilliant point, which is it has to stop somewhere, or else
Yeah.
or else we wouldn't
And that's
exist.
God, right?
Well, actually, no. Before we get to God,
Okay.
the first thinker to realize this was Aristotle. So he came up with the idea of foundationalism, that everything has to start off with a foundation, some foundation. Something which, if you were to say the universe came from another universe, it came from something else, if this universe exists, it can't go back forever. There has to be some first cause. Okay. So what is the first cause? Now you said, Max, the first cause is the universe.
Yeah.
I say the first cause is God.
Yeah.
Are there any more options?
Probably.
I do not think there's any more options.
Yeah.
Either the universe came from nothing,
Yeah.
or the universe always existed, or the universe came from God.
Okay.
There's only three options.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Can the universe come from nothing?
Yeah, probably.
No.
I-
We have no evidence of something coming from nothing.
like in our world, how we live now. Yeah. But maybe there's something else that we don't understand.
Okay, but the problem is, whenever we use science, logic, mathematics,
Yeah.
we use in our everyday life, we've seen that this actually works. We have no reason to doubt it,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So it can't be from nothing. Number two, either the universe always existed or there's a God, okay? There's a God behind the universe. Something always existed. Okay, good. Why do you think it's the universe rather than God? And I'll explain why I believe it's God over the universe.
Yeah. You want to be the same?
Okay, if the universe always existed, and it's just a brute fact, it's always been there, then the question has to be asked, why is there movement in the universe? Why are things currently moving? If the universe has always existed and things are always in motion, eventually you'll run out of energy. eventually everything will peter down and you'll have complete death and complete silence.
It might be, yeah, that might happen.
But it hasn't happened because the universe is supposed to be eternal.
Yeah, but it can happen.
Okay,
It probably will happen, I think.
From your perspective, if the universe always existed, how old is the universe?
I have no idea.
Eternal.
Yeah, Eternals then. Yeah,
That means everything should have stopped
Why?
because it's eternal.
Okay, well.
You get the point.
Yeah,
You get the
I
point.
understand infinite and then it needs
Yeah.
to be infinite.
So
Okay,
look,
okay.
what Ali was referring to is what is more probable, and what he said makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, okay.
If you go by probabilities, information comes from a source.
Yeah.
Design comes from a designer. Something comes from something. It doesn't come from nothing.
Okay.
So if you add all of those things up collectively, God makes much more sense than believing the universe always
but then
existed.
God has to come from something.
No.
No,
Because it's necessary
no.
being.
I mean, that's the
No.
thing, and that's illogical for me.
No, it
You
can't
know?
because the thing is everything has
But
to
you,
be starting point.
but you already agreed. But you already agreed.
haven't
By the
agreed
way,
on anything,
no, no, no. By the way, no, you did.
We're talking, we're
He
talking.
he told me
Yeah.
it can't go back forever.
Yes,
That's what you
exactly.
told me.
I
You
told
did.
you, exactly.
Yes.
If God exists, then we can look. Then you can ask. If you say, you know what, God exists, then we can talk about who created God, or if God is God. Is there a creator for God?
You have heard this north theory. If you go, like, if you say go north now,
Yeah.
like, okay, I keep going north,
Yeah.
but then at one point you will be at the North Pole, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then going north doesn't make any sense. Like, how can it go any more north? North.
Well,
because-
exactly.
But
That's
I am
the point.
north.
So how
and
could you
that's
have
the
an infinite
universe.
regress of
And that's the
dependent things?
universe. The universe, like, you can. What happens before universe?
Yes.
Nothing. It doesn't mean anything.
No. You can't say it doesn't mean anything. You need to say that you cannot have an infinite regress of dependent things. The universe is dependent.
I think that we have the same because, like, I don't think that the universe started everything and that God started everything.
No.
I don't think that those
We
two
know
are
the-
so different things.
We know the universe began to exist.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
If the universe began to exist, something gave rise to it.
But God must have begun to exist.
Okay, we can. Okay, firstly, do you accept the universe began to exist?
Yeah, I agree.
If the universe began to exist, something gave rise to it. Would you agree with that?
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Every cause has an effect.
No, one second. No, one second. You said I accept that everything that begins to exist has a cause.
What's the conversation?
Oh, we're having a discussion here. He's an atheist. We're trying to prove that God exists.
But no, what's the conversation about?
About God existing. We're trying to prove that God exists.
I do think God.
That's good.
No, I do know exists, but I don't think God exists.
Okay, so
I
that's,
don't think he's.
so we're having a discussion. You can listen to it if you want.
No, I don't think God's ever helped me. No.
Well, you're alive and healthy.
So the argument's following. You said the universe began to exist. If the universe began to exist, that means at one moment of time it came to existence.
Okay.
What gave rise to that?
Okay. And God didn't.
Let's not call it God. I'm just asking a question. What gave rise to it? What?
Something random. We don't know yet. That's the thing. We don't know.
If it began to exist,
Yeah.
you can't say something random. What gave rise to it?
We don't know.
You know, what's it?
But
It's
that's-
double standard.
No, it's not double standard.
You know, okay, then why don't let's cross the road. I don't want to look left and right. Just go straight.
No,
Please, no, Max, please. I just do a waiver. Just say, look, I leave you to push me, yeah? Let's go there. But you're certain, you see, you will never do that. This is why we're saying, Max, why double standards?
Yeah.
When it comes to your day-to-day
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
everything is certain. I wake up in the morning, I
Yeah.
know where my shirt is. I know what I'm going to wear. I know what I'm going to eat. I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Everything is certain. When it comes to the most rational, logical thing, all things are possible.
The universe, because our brain isn't made. The universe doesn't have to make sense for us. It's
But
not,
logic needs to make sense to you, not the universe.
No, the universe doesn't have to make sense to you. We're not created.
I'm not on about universe. The universe doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't
What?
make sense.
No.
Yeah.
What I know is that the universe began to exist. I don't need to know everything about the universe. I know nothing about the
Yeah,
universe.
exactly.
All I need to know is the following. If the universe began to exist, it has a cause. That cause has to be either uncaused or...
But it might not be that simple.
Yusuf.
That's the thing.
No, but you see what you're doing? Why do you not apply... I just want atheists to be consistent.
Okay.
When you wake up tomorrow,
Yeah.
for example, you said with
You
chance
learn,
what
listen.
can happen. Okay, is there a chance you're a lamppost?
Very little.
No. You said with chance all things are possible, yeah? If I said to you, maybe you are a blue rhino who lives in Mars,
Yeah.
this is just your different form.
Yeah,
Possible?
yeah, it's possible.
Okay, good. Is it possible that you are a sign? Like, signboard?
Yeah.
Is there a chance you're a burger?
No, I don't think so.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Because we created the thought that was
Thank
just
you. You see what you do? You use your logic and rationality to say, can't be a burger. But when it comes to God, all things are possible. That's not consistency.
But why can't you
I
apply
think there's
that to
something.
God
I think
as
there's
well?
something deeper here. I don't think it's a logical argument. I think there's maybe you had a bad experience with God or something. But
okay,
this can't be
okay.
logical or rational. You know why? Anyone, because we use science. Science, we use uniformity, stability
Exactly.
to do science.
Yeah.
In order, the reason you hold, if you don't mind me holding your card,
Yeah.
the reason you're
You wanna
holding this.
taste it?
I'm okay. I'm
Is
on a bit of a diet.
You are, but you look fine, man. You look fine.
Okay. The reason you're holding this is because you are certain that it wouldn't explode. The
Yeah,
reason
I
you're
wouldn't
wearing
hold it if it was
Exactly.
going to
The
explode.
reason
No.
you've got your jacket on is because you know it's not going to randomly turn into an elephant.
Yeah, hopefully not.
That's order, which means if we didn't have this, we can never do science.
Yep.
When you come and say it can come from nothing, then why do I walk and be like, elephant just popped into existence? A woman just turned into an ant. I turned into a chocolate. He becomes a burger. Because we would never be able to do science, because science measures things. How can you measure and come to certainties when things are exploding? Imagine a science experiment, and before he does the experiment, he's like, okay, there's a cause and effect. Oh, it just turned to a burger. Oh, I'm cheese now. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. But isn't the thing about here is that it comes with like the how many years we've gone by? Like
Irrelevant.
If you put it in perspective, it's like given a million years,
Give it billions.
I can actually turn into a burger.
No.
If you put an apple into a box, you close it completely.
But can you be a burger instantly now?
No, of course not.
Good. So what I'm saying is you just what you did there is a logical, rational answer.
Yeah.
But something that is far greater than that, which is that the universe came from nothing. You're saying no.
Because it's much more complicated than.
Then that means it requires more of a possibility that it came from something than you being a burger. There is more chance of you being a burger than the universe coming from nothing. More chance of you being a burger
No,
than the universe coming from nothing.
That's definitely true.
It is true.
No, it doesn't have to be
There
true.
is. It has
Why?
to be. Because DNA has information, it requires intelligence.
Well,
Where does intelligence come from?
comes from like I don't know, from the.
What's more likely?
You know what?
What's more likely?
What is more likely is that we humans has always believed in religion. You know, we have always
No, God.
had gods.
Where does that come from? Why do we have this innate disposition to believe in a God? Why?
Because
Why not
we want
atheists?
because we want to explain how the universe works. We want to understand.
No, because our brain logically says something must have caused it.
No, I don't agree with that. No. That I don't agree with.
Why do we then have the inclination of believing in God then?
Sorry?
Where does this inclination
I
of
think
believing in
that
God come
people
from?
want to explain things like where are we
Good.
from.
So the best,
it's like-
it's called inference to the best explanation.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, which means the most logical, rational thing is what? Universe began to exist. Something caused it.
But in the beginning, like for a couple, like a million, like 100 years ago or 1,000 years ago, we believed that, like in Sweden, we believed in the
Odin.
Odin and stuff
What's
like
Odin?
that. And we were
Their god,
as certain
Swedish.
as you guys
No
are,
problem.
as certain as you guys are now
Yes.
that God is
Yes.
the one true God.
Yes.
They were certain that Odin exists. So as certain as you
who's
are.
Odin? Who's Odin? Tell me
Odin.
the actual.
That's their name for God, the pagan god.
We
that
have,
they
they
have.
have many different
No,
gods.
What, you have many gods.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly.
So this is why we say the necessary being that we're talking about cannot be them. Like Christians come and say Jesus is God. We say Jesus was a man. A man is dependent.
That's not completely true, is it?
No, they believe that. They believe Jesus is God.
Yeah, he's God and
Son of God, Son of God. Yeah. We say he cannot be God because he's dependent. Anything that's dependent, we don't worship. The one we worship has to be independent because anything that's dependent is in the universe.
But you are certain of that now.
Of course.
You're certain.
I am certain. I have evidences towards it. That's the funny thing.
But you're also like they were as certain as you are now.
Sorry?
Before
I was wondering if I could get a spare mass in the Quran as well. My dad was Muslim, but I never had the chance to sort of I probably should have.
So we have a copy of the Quran. Oh, so this is Spanish. Get an English copy. Sorry, let me just. Sorry.
If you see the whole world,
Can I give this out to him?
we haven't got small ones.
We haven't got. So is this okay as a size?
I don't mind. Either is good for me.
Okay.
Thank you very kindly.
So are you Muslim yourself?
my dad is Muslim, but I never have really had the chance to like learn anything from him.
Will to bring the universe to existence. Is there information in our universe?
Yeah, sure.
It has to be the all-knowing. Is there energy, power in our universe? It has to be the all-powerful. Is there injustice in our universe?
Yeah.
It has to be the most just. That's who Allah is. That is our evidence because when you look at a painting, you know things about a painting by looking at the paint.
Yeah.
You know, for example, somebody made it. That person is clever. He's good at what he does. Just by looking at a painting, there is so many things you know about the painter. So my argument is the following. We look at universe, I have DNA. DNA has information. Information creates intelligence. That intelligence has to be the one who brought the universe. He has to be the all-knowing. That's why we say Allah. You agree, but you have no evidences, man.
So the thing is that this,
You need evidences.
but the thing is, like, you do this for a living.
No, I understand. And I'm not here. Look, I'm not here to win an argument. I'm not here to make you look wrong. I'm just saying.
No. But you have all the best arguments for your cause. Like, you know?
Rational, but if I am wrong, I would like someone to correct me. I don't want to. I'm not here to just talk for the sake of it. If someone can come and
There's a lot
say,
of people that can like.
I would like to see that, and I'm not saying it. Look, I genuinely, I'm not here to act smart. I know better. I'm genuinely trying to have a discussion. I'm sorry if it comes across like that.
No, that's fine.
I'm not here. Look, I'm learning, and in our religion, we are not taught not to be arrogant.
I know.
Genuinely, I'm not coming to be like, oh, I know better than you. I'm smarter. Just I'm saying that the most rational, logical explanation for our universe coming has to be a creator. That's what I'm coming from.
Exactly.
So forgive me if I came across like, oh, I know it all. I don't know it all.
You know.
That's my teacher. I learned from him.
Is that your teacher?
Yes.
Ah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's super cool. No, I don't think so. I think but you're better in this because like I do listen to your videos and I do listen to all it because I think it's interesting.
It is.
I think it's
That's why I like talking to people like you. It's
exactly
nice.
because it's a fun topic. Because I don't understand it. I talk with a lot with my girlfriend as well because she's actually Muslim. And
Okay.
so we talk a lot about that. You know, so it's quite interesting.
That's good. Have you read the Quran before?
I read some parts of it, very little, but not too much, you know. So I think I understand.
Yeah.
Like I read, there was a Swedish author who translated it,
Okay.
and I read some verses, and I understand. Like it's God is the olive oils in the garden, in the desert, by the finest olive tree, by the finest olive, and that's.
Oh yeah, there's a verse in the Quran.
Yeah, it's a verse in the Quran.
Yeah.
And that made me think, okay, that's what God is for you. It's like the most.
We believe He's a creator.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's very like even when it comes to that, you know, if I today said to you, Max, if I said to you, I'm going to give you £5,000 every day. Here's this mansion, you can live in it. Here's the cars, you can drive them. No problem.
Thank you very much. You will make the rules because you are the...
No, I would not. I would say to you, no problem. Would you not thank me?
Yeah.
When I call you, would you not pick up?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Because I'm grateful.
You are grateful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I should be grateful.
So let me ask you a question. If I gave you £10 billion, but you're going to die tomorrow, would you take it?
No.
Why?
Because I wouldn't be able to spend them or live them.
Because your life that you live for to wake up tomorrow is more precious.
Yeah.
So to me, if God is the one that gives me that life, it is far more precious. And if somebody gives you £5,000 a day, you'll be grateful and thank to him. So to me, the logical, rational thing is that if God created me, He feeds me, He sustains me. My heart beats. I don't tell my heart to beat. When I'm sleeping, or even I'm awake right now, I don't tell my heart beat. Or when I'm sleeping, my lungs. Every atom. That means if that creator exists, He controls everything. He deserves for me to worship Him.
Okay.
Based on that, just the way when I give you money and give you a mansion and these cars, you will say, you know what, Ali? Ali is a good guy, man. Wherever you go, you're going to say, no, Ali is a good guy. Because of what I've done for you. Let alone, we worship God not because of what He does, but because of who He is. Anyways, your friend is waiting. Yes. He wants to talk, don't blame me. Sorry about that.
talking as well.
No, sorry. Thank you.
Can I just take a picture?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure. He's gonna beat you up, man. He's gonna take around the corner, start punching you.
Enjoy the conversation
Did you also have a good conversation? Will I be on YouTube now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? Okay.
But it's lovely talking to you.
Yeah, lovely
You're a
talking
very
to you.
nice guy.
You too, man. It was a really...
How long are you here for? You in Sweden?
So I'm here for 2 more months.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I might be coming to Sweden.